with a satisfied mind. Well, he wasn't a saint, and he wasn't too smart, but he lived like a man, and he followed his heart. He'd look out with pride.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the famous Circle G Ranch, owned by Richard Garrett of Houston, Texas. The Circle G is well known for very, very many mysterious happenings. This is also the home of the infamous Okie Blaschke, world-acclaimed scientist and PhD from MIT. Here comes one of his students now. Is that Mr. Blaschke? There he is, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Okie Blaschke. We'll have an interview with Okie before this series is over.
A true work of art. He was canvas and oil, and he died as he lived, the son of the soil. And he died as he lived, the son of the soil. And he died as he lived, a son of the soil.
How did you end up interviewing Okie that day?
I don't remember. It was like, you know, Okie he was just such an interesting human being, and the way his lifestyle and everything about him was so I don't even have a word for it. You know, it's like he was living in 1801, and so anyway, I just thought it would make an interesting interview.
Because you basically film driving the van down the road, and you come to the ranch, and you like do a little U-turn in the field, and Okie's just standing there.
Yeah.
So did you plan that, or?
No, that wasn't planned at all. Seems like we just got a camera, and we were just making movies of different things. And Okie was standing there without a shirt on, as I remember, and it was just a spur of the moment subject.
Yeah. And then you just decided to go over to his trailer?
Oh yes, it was. I felt it was important to document how Okie lives, and walking over to his trailer, you have to be very careful to don't step near the little white pieces of paper because he didn't have running water, and I'm certain that Okie never had an indoor outhouse. I mean, he came from a house with a dirt floor and an outhouse and no running water, and he lived in that little trailer, and he was right at home. At least he had a floor that wasn't dirt. But anyway, he lived quite an unusual lifestyle.
He's talking about a tough person. like I say, he lived down there in a trailer with no electricity, no running water. He had no bathroom. You know, he had no money, no card. He had nothing. You know, he'd sleep on a pile of clothes people would give him. And what he was wearing, when it got so nasty, he'd just throw it away and then put on another pair and just wear it till it was time to throw it away and put on another pair. He had piles of clothes. You know, the dogs would live in there with him.
Yeah, the little Doberman
You know,
pinchers.
he'd get up and just go right to work. You know, I mean, he never brushed his teeth. You know, never. You know, every once in a while he'd shave. I remember. You know, he never. You know, did anything besides. You know, I guess he hosed himself off every once in a while.
And he smelled so bad. He would take a bath in this little pond once a month, or I mean, that's worse. I mean, that was actually making it worse. That water stunk so bad in that mud. He'd pull up here and he'd want to come talk to you. You know, I just cracked the window. Oh yeah, okay. Good to see you. You're doing okay. I'm gonna go now. Don't lean in my car with that stench.
But you remember that picture he had when he was younger? He was like in a lounge chair, and he had like you know, I think he had some girl with him and stuff. You know, I mean, he had a real bad wreck in a Model T way back. You know, when going back home drunk. But it's hard to always picture him like that. You know, because he was such a, you know, just what a way to live. You know.
Oh yeah.
So Okie came with the ranch, right?
Here's a package deal. Here's a combo meal.
No, he wasn't here when they got the ranch, and Daddy brought him out soon after. And then after he died or what, then he got Okie.
Oh yeah.
Where did he come from?
Okie.
Bohemia originally.
He's from Fanoki.
They lived on the river.
Muskogee.
In a van down the river.
They lived on a farm. You know, you know, there's the place is still out there. The Mitchells still live there. But they lived right there on that river. Is it the Navasota?
Navidad?
The Navidad, yeah. And like I said, it was like this unbelievable, you know, old farm. But we'd go out and get him and come back, and like I said, he didn't know. I taught him how to write. You know, I taught him how to sign his name, you know, write, and how to use the phone. He still, when he used the phone, he'd pick up the phone, and, hello, and he'd oh, okay, and he just said it. He never hung it up, or you didn't know how to dial or anything. You know, they lived in like a cabin. It's like a dirt floor, and they had actually a wood burning stove. And you go back in there, and what they'd use for like to cook and boil water would be like a gas can laying on the side with the top cut off. And they'd be boiling water in that. I mean, I'll never forget it.
Cooking it.
Yeah, they're cooking it. That's what they eat. And then when that was a run of water, they had a faucet. It was like a hose. It ran right through the wall of the house. And that was the first time they had running water in the house. It was just a faucet came right to the wall from the water pump.
Stayed there.
I'd take people there. It was like a tourist attraction. You know, friends
You're
come
probably
out.
after Emma. You hit up on Emma?
Emma was the mama.
Oh, God.
Emma was the mama.
I know.
We used to drive up there, and she'd come out there with a dress on, no underwear. She'd pull it up and just climb over the bottom part of the fence. Dress on, and chew at the back and come with the window, you know, just like back and dripping out her mouth.
Never saw him without a dip in his mouth, so he dipped skull, wintergreen, fine cut, and he'd keep it in his, he always, wear the shirt with the button down with the little pockets here, and he would in this quick motion, he'd take a dip. He would pull it out of his shirt, open it with one hand, lick it, and then close it simultaneously as he put it in, and the whole thing took maybe 3 seconds. If you blink, you'd miss it.
He never spit any of it out.
No, yeah, it was no teeth.
He'd
It was like
lick it. He'd lick it, and he'd have his mouth full of skull, and he'd just sit there and talk while he's swallowing it. And it just, pretty soon it's gone. Pretty soon his container would be empty, and he hadn't spit once. He ate that whole
Literally
thing.
ate it.
He just ate it.
And
The thing about Okie, which made him so interesting, is that everyone in town knew Okie, and he wasn't viewed as an oddity. He was just one of the citizens, and it was kind of strange.
Do you think that was just because that's how that area of Texas is, or that town, or that time period?
Yeah, there are a lot of, I guess Okie was Czech, and there were a lot of Czechs in that area. All of them were farmers, and none of them were wealthy. And anyway, Okie was just one of the group. How about the time Richard buried him in that grave?
Oh, yeah.
Barbecue.
Classic.
Yeah, that one's probably top of the
People
list.
still talk about that one, yeah.
That was funny. LZ.
Okay, someone has to tell that full story.
Okay, Joe.
Me, yeah. They did this one.
No, I just remember him being buried and they told everybody that he died. I don't recall the.
Oh, they're
I mean,
having a service for him at LV and LV, you know, the
He was
black
sat
Yeah.
out
guy.
there forever.
Huh?
He sat out there forever. We dug the hole and put
Yeah.
the board and put him out there like at 8 o'clock when people started getting here. It was like noon, everybody's getting to eat. And I'd go and check on him. I was like, oh, you okay? He goes, yeah, give me a cigarette. He's smoking. He's another smoking. Drinking. And he stayed there for like 4 hours.
True. He was
Yeah, I
in
thought
there
they
for a
were
long time.
See, everybody knew he was already a legend, so they all, you know, said, oh, he passed away. Like, oh, no, you know, we buried him right out back.
They could pay you their respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, then they went to the graves to have a graveside service for him, and I forget who was saying.
LB Glass, that old black guy doing
Yeah,
the work.
LV Glass, the old black rancher from down the road, he thought that Okie was gone, you know, and he was like this, you know.
He wasn't in on it.
He wasn't in on it, no. And man, Okie stuck his hand out of that dirt, started coming out, and LV
It was
took off.
zombie
I
style.
think they did say, well, we got okay, one last beer, and they took a beer, like, started pouring, it was great, and they just come busting out.
Playing with him or something. When I pissed in a cup and they give it to him, it's beer. And I said, oh, don't drink that, it's piss. He goes, that's okay, I know. Because he just wanted to do it to make him happy. He was going to drink it anyway, just because they wanted him to drink it.
And he did.
I knocked it out of his hand.
What do you think people's reactions will be or would be to seeing that interview that you did with him?
I don't know. You never know. We've become so politically correct that it might even be cruel to film Okie, you know, or, you know, I don't know. It was something that needed to be done.
I came in one time and they had Okie, it was like Junior Strunt, they were at the kitchen table, and it was like Junior Strunt and, you know, it might have been that Dunn guy and Dad and a couple, you know, little ranchers and everything. They had Okie and they had him up against like the bathroom door, throwing a knife, just throwing a knife around him. They had like a complete outline around him, you know, he just sitting there laughing, you know, and then I don't think I was there that time, but I heard they said they had this was, I think after that, they had that little black powder gun, and they said something, and Okie said something like, Mr. Richie, is that a real gun or something like that? He's like, you don't think it's a real gun, Okie? He took it, he was like trying to, you know, shoot him, you know, with it, you know, cocked it back to the wood fire, and then Junior Strunt took it and said, what is this thing really? He just like went off, scared so bad he went out and threw up. And he was trying to, you know, like put it off his hand and all kind of stuff, couldn't get it to go off. And as soon as he grabbed it, it was like, bam, went off. Scared so bad, it was like, Okie just, he's like, nothing fazed him, you know. Some of the time they were drinking really bad. I mean, they would do some crazy stuff. I mean, usually in a bar with guns, you know, if you imagine doing something like that now. I can't remember that one time with, I don't know, I guess it was him drinking or something, and Okie were fighting, you know, they're messing around, and Dad hit him for some reason, I can't remember exactly. Do you remember why? The first time he hit him? He hit him, and Okie goes, Mr. Richie, did you hit me? You know, you didn't feel that, Okie, and he went back and just went, the harder thing he hit him, it broke every bone in his hand. I remember he had that wax, and he was sitting there dipping that thing, and it just covered his whole hand with his fingers, you know, it took him like months to, you know, to heal it.
We were all little kids forever.
Yeah.
Mom told me that he was messing with the trailer, and the trailer fell and hit on his hand.
Yeah.
That's what the story we heard.
Okie always had that bump ever since that where he hit him, and never, you know, just a big old bump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember, you know, Daddy would take you, you know, he used to be scared to death, because, you know, once we drinking, it was always trouble, you know. Daddy, he wasn't a nice drunk, he was a mean drunk, you know. He was gonna be trouble every single time. I mean, he'd come, like, when he'd come out of Mexico, he'd like, taxi! And they'd stop, and he'd just walk up and just kick a dent in the side. I mean, you're like, oh, God, this is not gonna be good, you know, we're in trouble now. Get in, take us to the damn US of A, you know, just yelling at him like, oh, God, let's just get out of here. And you get to the border, and he'd be saying, okay, I don't even know these people. I think they've got some kind of a contraband on them. I bet you can't find it or something. You know, just to tell them, you know, we'd have like lipstick on us or something. We'd be taking like sugar. Wasn't it like the sugar shorties back then or something? We'd have bags of sugar or something. I think that's cocaine or something. You know, they just up his wall and you know, he'd just walk off. We're like being searched and everything. He thought that shit was funny, you know.
One time we went dove hunting in Mexico. Mary Lou and me and Okie was with us, and Okie wouldn't shut up. He was drinking beer. He wouldn't shut up, just yak, 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 and talk. The drunker he got, the more he talked, you know, and he just wouldn't shut up. He just keep talking. So I stopped and I got 2 bottles of mezcal with the worms in them. I said, here, Okie, and I'd got a couple of orange soda waters in big old Mexican orange in a bottle. I gave him that orange soda water and a bottle of mezcal. You know, I told Mary Lee, he'll be shut up pretty soon, you know. Drink that bottle of mezcal. About 30 minutes later, the orange soda water and the mezcal were both gone. Okie was talking louder and more obnoxious than before. So I reached down, I got that other bottle of mezcal. He drank both bottles of mezcal, and he was still obnoxious. It didn't even faze him, you know. Ate the worm and everything out of both bottles and 2 big oranges.
Man.
I thought, you know, later I learned that much alcohol kills somebody.
Yeah.
It didn't even faze Okie.
No.
They say you do anything. They got up on stage. He took all his clothes off. You know, it looked like a turtle out of a shell. You know? He was so red everywhere. It was like completely white. You know? He was dancing up on stage and stuff.
Naked?
Yeah. Totally naked.
Pictures of it.
I'm glad I missed
What?
that.
What will people learn from watching this?
They'll learn to go to work.
Finish school.
The thing is, Okie worked. He worked hard. He was a hard worker. You know, he didn't have anything against work. It's just that he wasn't a smart worker. He was just, you know, and he worked for almost nothing.
But
It didn't matter if you paid him. If you paid him
Yeah.
$100 a day, he'd go to the bar
EJ's.
afterwards and just
Wow.
buy everybody, buy the
Yeah.
whole place
Yeah.
around. Kid walk in, here's the $20, you know.
Yeah. He'd be gone
Next
in 5
day,
minutes.
if you want to borrow money from you, whatever the $100 you got yesterday, I gave it away.
yeah, that doesn't tell me. He never came home with any money
You have
ever.
to ration and give him $20 a day.
Give it to kids, you know, whatever you had.
Oh, that's Okie's last job. Remember, everybody would get him to clean out their well?
Yeah.
Hell, who would climb down in a well to scoop the mud out of the bottom of it?
God.
They couldn't get anybody else to do it, so Okie would do it. He'd go down that damn well.
Yeah, he'd climb in, just take a bucket, feed it down to a rope, he'd fill it up and pull it back out, dump it, throw it back out.
Do you think he understood what you were doing?
Oh yes, he understood. He was like, I remember his like, Okie was like, he was being interviewed by the news media or something, and he got real uptight and was very careful to answer the questions. He kind of hesitated, as I remember, and he was real quiet in the beginning.
They went to a little bar out in Oakland, I think it was, and
Yeah.
guy had like a 22 he was trying to sell, and Dave was like, he goes, yeah, I might buy it, but I want to shoot it first. He goes, well, sure. So they walked outside, he goes, okay, take this beer can and go stick out there and stick on your head. And the guy said, but Gary, you never shot that gun before, you can't shoot a beer can. He goes, yeah, take this bucket out there then. So he takes the bucket out there and he puts it over his head. Okay.
That was down at the Little House. We had an artificial plant, just a plastic plant, you know,
Oh.
growing. You know, Daddy had it. It was like a rubber tree or something. I can remember it. It was
Yeah.
like thick, you know. It was just a real big leaves, like elephant leaves, you know. It was just the ugliest looking thing you ever seen.
Nobody lived here, so he would just go down there and water it. Daddy said, okay, you don't have to water that thing. That's an artificial plant. He goes, well, I don't know what kind of plant it is, but it sure grows good. It stays green all the time.
He'd say, shit, them artificial plants sure do grow good. You couldn't tell him anything. He tell us like that, it just went right over his head. You know. He was like, I like the one about the paint, you know, you know, it was it like, oh yeah, he was like, they came out with that latex and, you know, water, and they were telling him, you know, okay, you know, you don't need any, you know, to use gasoline to clean this paintbrush, so you just use regular tap water. You know, he goes, okay, give me some of that tap water then. I said, no, you don't need to buy that. You know, you just take it right out of your faucet. That's all, it's faucet water. He goes, okay, give me a gallon of that faucet water. You know, he wouldn't, you know, going. his room. He said, okay, here's your own room, take your own room, you know. And so he went in there and slept, and he came back. That's the night. Woke up in the morning, went out there, and Okie was sitting. It was freezing cold. He had the station wagon, whatever was they're in, and Okie was sleeping down there. And they, Okie, what in the hell are you doing out here? I didn't want to get that bed messed up. Damn, you stupid fool! I paid rent, paid for the rent. He went there and said, I get that money back that room. He didn't even use it. And I'm sorry, we could have at least they wouldn't take money back. And he's like, Okie was like that. He was just so nice. He didn't want to mess up the room.
Did he ever see it?
No, Okie, I don't think Okie ever saw it that I know of.
Well, Mr. Blaschke, how do you like it up here in Schulenburg, Texas?
Just fine.
On the Circle G Ranch.
Real fine.
How is your research going?
Real good.
Real good, huh?
Yes.
Well, that's real good.
How you doing?
Well, we're doing all right.
Well, that's mighty fine.
I understand that you've given up drinking here recently.
Yes, sir, sure did.
That's very good. That's
Feel-
quite an accomplishment.
That feel good, too.
It feels good?
Yes.
You're looking much better.
I feel all right. My knee feels better today, too, Reddy.
Your knee does?
Yeah, oh, yeah. I haven't felt that good for a long time.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You've been keeping the place in order around here lately?
Everything's good shape.
Good shape. How about the cattle?
Everything.
Understood y'all had a wild cow last week that gave you little problems.
Well, I'm poor, too.
Did you ever catch her?
Yeah.
Finally got her, huh?
Yeah, everything's all right.
I understand that she was running around with a couple of hooves hanging out her rear there, having trouble
Yeah.
giving birth to a calf.
Yeah. We got it, though.
How did y'all get it out?
Pull it.
Pull it?
Mm-hmm.
How many of you did it take to pull it out?
There was 4 or 5 of them pulling on it.
How'd y'all all get a hold of them hooves?
Had a string on it.
Oh, put a string on it?
Yeah, rope on the twine.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, the cow was real good.
The cow doing all right?
Yeah.
The calf was dead, I suppose.
The calf was dead.
Yeah. Huh. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, real. No, I couldn't believe it.
How-
Not after so long.
How's Sam and Emma getting along?
I haven't seen them.
You haven't seen them?
Sam come out here one day last week, him and Shafler.
Him and Scheffler did?
Yeah.
And what were they up to?
Oh, they just driving around seeing how things look too.
I'll be dang.
Yeah, he's gonna have to buy him a new system, and so they went to look for a system.
Huh. How about Henry?
Oh, Henry's barely getting around.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he staying pretty sober?
He can't hardly get around no kind of way.
Just lift a beer bottle is about all he can handle.
About all he can do.
What is his legs gone?
Yeah. Leaders.
His leader?
Yeah.
Does he have crutches or
No.
he just lays around?
Just lays around.
That's too bad.
Yeah, the other day he drove to town and at the wide there he liked to hit a car.
He drove to town.
Yeah.
Can he put on the brakes?
I guess he could, but he can't see nothing, I guess.
Oh, he can't see very good.
Can't see good.
Even sober?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
too
he's
bad.
real bad today.
Well, let's go back up to the house there.
Okay,
Okay?
okay. I didn't know who you was first. I thought I was in the...
I'm me. You didn't know who I was.
No, I said, that's not too bad. But I couldn't recognize you. Looked like Joe driving.
You know Joe can't drive.
No,
Not legally.
no, not legally.
We're continuing our interview here with Okie Blaschke. Okie, how long have you lived in Schulenburg, Texas?
65 years.
65 years. Where did you live before that?
Lavaca County.
Lavaca County, how many years?
Fed.
Fayette?
First I lived in Lavaca, now I'm Fed.
Huh. How many years did you live in Lavaca?
Let's see, I'm here about 27 years.
That is a long time.
Yeah, same old ranch. That's right.
Were your parents from around here?
Yes. My daddy, he was from Germany, but we was all born out here, this same county.
How many kids were there in your family?
We was, let's see, 6 of them.
6 kids?
See, my mama was married to another fellow, but then she married my daddy.
So you had some half brothers.
Half brothers and half sisters. Yeah, 3 half brothers and 3 half sisters.
Is
One half sister.
Sam is your brother?
We claim him as a brother.
How about Henry?
And no, Henry's he's no kin to me.
He brother-in-law?
His brother-in-law to Sam.
Oh, Sam's brother-in-law.
Sam's brother-in-law.
Okay.
He had married Sam's sister.
Where are all of your brothers and sisters now?
They all live around here. I got one of my half sisters in Houston, and my brother, he stays out there on the farm, and the rest of them all dead.
Huh.
One of them got killed in San Antonio in the gravel pit. One of them got TB. He died way up north someplace.
How did he get killed in the gravel pit?
There's dynamite and gravel.
Oh.
Got covered up.
That sounds like a pretty bad way to go to me.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a pretty young fella. He was about 23 years old when he got killed.
Mm. I was looking at this garden back here behind you. Did you plant this garden?
Yes, it don't look too good now. Grasshoppers eating it up. I done mostly got everything gathered out of it, get ready for the fall pretty soon.
Got any peas left out there?
Grasshoppers eat them.
Grasshoppers ate them, huh?
I pulled mostly yesterday, everything I sent it, everything with Richard yesterday. But it was good.
Uh-huh. You gonna be ready to go fishing after a while?
Yeah. You gotta go?
You bet. I brought 2 boxes of worms. I thought we could go down there and catch some of those big old brim.
I bet it was working good this morning. I bet it, man, it did take. Which one?
What's that dog's name?
Lopo.
Lobo?
Yeah. You get your 30 feet off of me.
He seems to get along pretty good with you.
Oh, yes, he. Wherever I go, he got to be. When you get your feet dirty. You're muddy.
What kind of dog is that?
Wolf.
Wolf?
Yeah, he's half wolf.
Half wolf.
Pretty face, ain't he?
Yeah, he is. That's a fine looking hound. He looks like a wolf.
Yeah. He catches grasshoppers.
He does.
Oh, yeah, he eats them.
You think he'd catch me some?
I don't know, he'll eat them. You catch a part to eat.
Has old EJ back from Europe yet?
Yeah, he made it back.
Now, where all did he go?
He just went up to New York.
Oh, New York.
Yeah.
Is that his hometown?
Yeah. Oh, his wife.
His wife, huh?
He
How
said
how
glad
do they-
to get back.
How did they adjust to this country life after coming from New York?
Well, he was in Houston. He had business in Houston.
Had business in Houston. What did he do there?
Beer joint business.
Beer joint, huh?
Yeah, he was down there at Chip Channel somewhere. He said he done real good down
I imagine so. There's a lot of beer drunk down on the ship channel.
there. Yeah.
How does he like the life up here in the country?
He likes it all right.
Well, when are you going to retire? Aren't you getting close to retirement age?
Yeah, I'm kind of retired already,
Have you-
retired and retired.
Have you given it any thought?
Yeah.
Well, that concludes this portion of the interview with Mr. Okie Blaschke of Schulenburg, Texas.
Yes.
How do you measure life of a man? And how is a good man defined? Okie had friends and a life that transcends, and he died with a satisfied mind. Well, he wasn't a saint, and he wasn't too smart, but he lived like a man, and he followed his heart. He'd look out with pride on the fields where he toiled, and he lived till he died, a son of the soil. He slept in a trailer and bathed in a pond, and he worked till the sun had adjourned. And he'd hitch out to EJ's, that bar out beyond, and he'd spend every penny he'd earned. Okie was simple, honest, and free, like a leaf on a river, drifts surely to sea. A true work of art, he was canvas and oil, and he died as he lived, a son